How are we?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, John was kind of giving us an indication of like the relationships and the personalities in this film, and Superman is like he's the go-to guy. He can do anything. And
right.
Batman hates it.
Unlimited. Yeah, he's obviously the ultimate Boy Scout. And the great part in this film was that there was no ceiling to how ridiculously over the top that could be. Completely oblivious to the fact that he's annoying Batman. Completely ignorant that he might be overstepping his bounds or on Batman's turf, and just wants to come in and clean up and save the day as quick as possible. And totally recognizes that Robin is a huge fan and loves that, and is completely missing all of Batman's snide, over-the-shoulder remarks, which is great. It made it a lot of fun to play. Yeah.
So, like, how did that affect your interpretation of? I mean, because there's been so. I was thinking, like, I can go back to Kirk Allen back in the '40s.
Right.
So many different interpretations of the character.
Right. Yeah. I took into account the actors that had come before, and I really started off with a very subtle, straight line, square jawed, all American, and they said, forget all of that. We just want him to be Boy Scout, true blue. Make him as over the top as possible, and if you want to throw in a little baseball announcer, that's fine. I'm like, okay. So when you hear Batman getting grumpy, and he goes, cheer up, sourpuss. You're like, wow, we're gonna get away with that, aren't we? Okay. Calling Batman a sourpuss.
What was it freeing to go that big?
Oh, man, absolutely. I mean, being in that room and looking to your right and seeing Charlie Slaughter and Troy Baker, and then looking to your left and seeing Clancy Brown, who was my Lex Luthor for years with the animated series. One of the best voices I can think of. And having him say something snide to Superman and having to fight the urge to go, oh, man, you sound so... You'll never get away with this, Luthor. It was really great to be able to go over the top and really just kind of push Batman's buttons. It was really fun.
Were you told to play it straight, or were they cueing you into some more of the humorous elements?
I think of the entire script, there might have been 3 lines that were, straight, direct to the point, and heroic. And I think it was probably when they were trying to hatch their plan about how they're going to stop Joker and Luthor's giant machine that's run amok in the city. The rest of the time, it was just aloof, altruistic, obviously helpful, but just completely clueless to the fact that some people here might not be your biggest fans.
So you said that you were able to record with everybody in the room,
right.
which was a great treat.
Yeah, so much fun.
So did you ever have to do anything solo? And if so, what kind of were the differences of the two experiences?
Right, we had 2 recording sessions. One I think we actually had about 6 actors, so we really got to do the radio play style of recording, and the second one went down to 4. So we didn't have any solo sessions, which some of us are accustomed to, and normally they'll have a reference of what someone else has said, so it kind of matches up. But when you have those 4, you really start to get things that aren't on the page. You get to play with people's inflections and things like that, and it was a real treat. Yeah, really fun.
What type of humor would you say inspired the writing for this?
That's a good question. I was wondering how far they would take it, just how wacky and zany it would get, being a Lego property, and obviously they have a lot of license with that. But I think they played on all the comic book humor and some of the things that maybe haven't been addressed, and some of the DCU animated features, some of the things that you don't see in the books. I liked that Superman gets to call out Batman while he's sitting in his armored Batmobile frowning, and he's like, I can see you frowning in there. X-ray vision, huh? Just that kind of stuff. Being able to hear the baseball score of a game in St. Louis and go, 6-3 Tigers. Your team? Good. That kind of stuff.
What's it feel to be part of the legacy of Superman?
I don't even feel like I am. I feel like this goofy Superman that was so much fun to play. I feel like I don't get to stand in the halls of the Superman that have come before. I didn't get to really fight very much. I was hoping to have a flying excerpt, but then they were like, well, if you were going to fly, what would that sound like? I'm like, that's a good question. I guess it doesn't sound like anything, does it? And they're like, no, it wouldn't. Oh, okay, sure. So, maybe he'll be one of the funnier versions. Maybe he'll be there with the Batman Brave and the Bold Superman. Yeah, closer to that.
You're throwing in a lot of different properties and things that you've seen before, so you seem like you're also a giant nerd like you are.
Massive geek. Huge geek.
So what, you got your Superman now, even though it's not, legit.
Right.
What you're saying, even though I disagree.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else on your list that, your dream jobs?
Oh, man. Well, the second session that I mentioned, I knew it was going to be our last one, and I would be lying if I didn't say that I came in with a Superman T-shirt underneath a hoodie, and at one point in the session was like, I don't know, it's really hot in here. Hold on a second. Dun, da, da, da. And they were all like, no, you did not. You did not just pull out a Superman T-shirt. Professional. I'm like, I am professional.
The Lego property.
That's right. That's true. It's allowed. It's allowed.
Because you have a very Captain Marvel look too. So.
Well, thank you. That would also be fun to play. I grew up DC my entire life. The first half of my life, found Marvel, made my way into other things, and it's great because Troy Baker and Lauren Bailey and I are all going to be in Avengers Assemble that's coming out this summer, so I get to play the mighty Thor. I have a hammer. I have a helmet with wings on it. It's just a total geeky nerd dream come true. And when you get to have catchphrases that you can say, all I didn't get to say was up, and away.
Oh,
That's what I was hoping for, but no.
Well, if AMC ever licenses Mad Men for Lego, I mean, you're perfect with the John Hamm. You can play his
Here,
brother.
I think I have a 20 on this. That's going to be perfect.
if they were to do more, would you like to continue on with Superman? Can you imagine them doing?
Absolutely. I hope they have a lot of success with this because I know they're doing Lego Batman the movie, they're doing Lego Marvel superheroes. There are several things that are coming out, and I hope they have really great success with it.
Now, how have they revamped the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes? Because I know they're doing a full reboot with that, and then I think Fred is still doing the Hulk.
That's right. Yeah, there's really no one that can do the voice but Fred.
Yeah.
I'm sure they entertain
and
themselves
he's a Hulk
by
man
looking.
himself, too.
He is. I played the Hulk in Superhero Squad, and they said, "Do you think you can mimic Hulk's Fred Tatasciore sound?" I said, "I don't think so. It's an inhuman sound.
Yeah.
It's like he has those two separate vocal cords that do different things. It's bizarre."